Wow. Okay, I'm not ready. I was just watching Cajun Coin Hunter. He was having a sale with multiple channels. They're always good. Okay, there. Let's see if I can get ready. Uh, I got nothing better to do except for look for coins, work on the database, pack a couple of items. People wanted some stuff yesterday. I got to get to that. Got to clean up my desk. Yep, we'll work on that. Um, Look, it's what, 3 o'clock in the, no, 4 o'clock in the morning. Uh, no rest for the wicked. Well, I've been so busy working on all this other stuff that I've gotten away from selling coins. And honestly, my PayPal account is getting rather low, and then my bank account is also getting rather low, and I'm having some serious issues with the well. So before I get a job, I really need to attend to this. Here comes the audience. There they are. Yeah. Well, I got some things that I want to sell, and some things I have to sell, and some things that I ain't gonna sell unless I'm, about to die or something. Uh, well, I'm not organized. There is no plan here. I just thought I'd show up. Look, if you like something, if you got to have it, I might have it available. Otherwise, we're just gonna talk all night and kill some time. 4 o'clock in the morning. It's still 1 in the morning on the West Coast. Yeah, maybe they like some stuff. But I did the math. Um, if I really paid attention to this, I could make a pretty substantial living, which is great. The YouTube income, well, it's never been all that great. It could be better. I'd like to see it better. It's actually picking up. This time of the year, everybody goes inside. It's cold outside, so they go in. Where the hell those flips go? Huh. I had some flips here. I swear it. Wonder where they. Let me think real hard. Is that them? No. Because I got to get some of these picked up. There they are, right here under this bag of pennies. Uh, $100 a day, yeah, that would, solve all my troubles for sure. More is always better. Ta-da. But you can only do so much. And we'll get there, I'm sure, eventually. Geez, I'm making probably 75 bucks this month. We just had a pretty handsome, what do you call it, a super chat come in. And yeah, that's a huge help, naturally. Here comes the audience. Yeah, we got 8 people watching. Who's here? Hidden's probably here. He's been up half the night. Cajun, I think he's going to bed. Yep. So I figured I'd just get on and look and see what we got here and try to clean up this desk and figure out what's this? What is that supposed to be? Okay, that's there's a holder for that here somewhere. Where'd that 77 rim cut go we had? Oh man, there's so much stuff. I pull it out. I never put it away. Yeah. So I got a few packages that have been assembled. That's for the big show. Get that out of the way. I don't know anything about this. I don't know why it's here. I don't know if I should keep it. All right. Let's just put it. I have no place to put it. Huh. All right. Here's a penny. There. So I figure we just put together some packages, and if there's interest, great. If there's not, well, I'll be ready for, when I go like a prime time and sell stuff. Yeah, that'll work. All right, look, where are they? We had some packages I had assembled. I meant to get on Friday night, but I got busy doing other stuff like chasing that darn well pump. All right, what was this? Here's a pack. This is what I'm talking about. I put together several packages, and I've got it's not an auction. This is just G9. I forget what G means, but it means something. So that's package number 9. Yep. But I've been looking at the COPPA thing. You've heard about COPPA, all the changes. You got the kids. You got, oh, geez, what the heck is that? Well, studying it real hard, it all comes down to information gathering, right? If we're gathering information, personal information, then, you might have a problem. Here, we have to gather information to conduct commerce. There's no two ways around it. I've got to have an email address at the very least, and that would be a personal information item. Uh, well, I got to have that if I'm going to send you an invoice. Then when I get the invoice and it's paid, I would have to have your shipping address. That's the only way to conduct. What do I do? Somebody pays for it, and I ship it, just throw it in the mail and send it off to any soldier, perhaps. They'll be happy with it. So, in order to conduct commerce, we'll have to collect some bits of personal information. So, uh, well, first off, I'm not going to have any sales with anybody under 18 years old. Any? Did I hear coin sale? Yeah, we can't sell anything to anybody under 18 years old because first off, uh, if you've studied up the commercial what do you call it, the Uniform Commercial Code, you'll find that it's difficult to enforce a sale with minors. So you must be 18 years of age or older at least if you want to buy anything on this channel. And we're going to enforce that, and we have to change some other rules for giveaways and such where you have to be 18 or older. Um, because incentives are also a big flag for COPPA. So we're going to watch out for that. How are you doing, Empyrean? Okay, let's set these aside because they're not, yeah, that's just extra stuff here. I don't know what it is. So by using PayPal as the only method of payment and paying the invoice rather than just sending cash, then I effectively pre-screen people because PayPal is designed for people 18 years of older, age or older. And really, you have to be at least 13 to use PayPal. So PayPal will gather your address. PayPal will store your personal information. Right now, I can access PayPal, and once you've paid, I will have access to your shipping address. I do not store your information. I'm always asking people, make sure you send me your email. Make sure you send me your shipping address. There we go. We got a couple of packages here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. So in order to conduct commerce, there will be a need, a necessity to gather small amounts of personal information, which I do not store, right? But I will access and delete when I'm done. Okay, so what do we got here? This is package number, what is it? Number 26. No, this package number 9. The price here is $26. Now it's $4 for shipping. So we're just going to do a buy it now, get in, get out. If you like it, take it. If you don't, just as good. Somebody will want it sometime. So the first part of this is the 5 stake. I'm not set up for this. Ta-da! There we go. Oh yeah, goods and services. Now, I send out an invoice. That's the idea. But some people pay just, they send it, right? They take my email address and just send it. So we're going to have to change it that if it's just sent in, I'm going to send it back. And you have to pay through the invoice. Pay PayPal using the invoice. You click on the invoice and hit pay. And if people can't figure that out, I'm just going to refund their money and carry on. Yeah, it's a big hassle, and we're all going to have to do this. But I don't yet have a disclaimer or my information gathering and storing policies. But unfortunately, we have another 2 weeks before January 1st when the enforcement really comes in strong. So I'll be getting that put together. What is the hand and the face peace sign thing? I don't understand what that is. Well, anyway, and I told him sent it PayPal to PayPal. You have to pay the invoice. You have to use the invoice, and if you can't use the invoice system, then I'll just have to set you aside, and it won't be paid. So I won't get your shipping address, and well, we'll just cancel that entire transaction. Is how that's going to work. Oh, it's a face palm. I get it. Yeah, I do a face palm, but I break my glasses when I do that. Because she sent it to you from her work, the bank, which takes days, not like PayPal, the PayPal, it's instant. Yeah. Well, some people, when you're new to PayPal, somebody sends you a payment, it takes a few days. There's a little hold. But after you've done enough transactions, yeah, I get my money instantly. Been like that for years. The Bank of Hawaii. Did you change your name by chance? Hmm. Because who sent me what and when, and did you get it? Let me scroll back up here. I got to catch up here. Let's see. Bank of Hawaii said take a few days to clear. They made my payment from her work. Imperium, did you buy something and did I ship it? That's a thing. Imperium has it's always been Jathan. Okay, I'm not familiar with that name, so I'm going to guess you didn't order something or pay for it or get it. Hmm. Well, anyway, we use PayPal here. Remember, I saw you on whose stream? I was just on Cajun's stream. All right, well, look at what we got here. This is one package here. Oh, Penny Parent. Yeah, I've known her for a couple of years online here. It's a lot of fun. Okay, what do you got? Part one is all 5 of the 2015 S uncirculated clad quarters. S uncirculated. Yeah, that's them. Ta-da! And you got the mintage on here. You got the little labels. I really need to do more of those. But chasing everything, good Lord, I got enough to do. Okay, these are uncirculated right out of a fresh BU roll, just been opened, and I picked them up. Well, it's not just been opened; it was a couple of months ago. I said, take half for groceries and use the other half for whatever coins you can put together. Did I get money from Imperial Label? That's what my payment is for once it clears. Huh. Um, I don't know if I actually got a payment or what. Look, there's an email address here somewhere. Let's see if this works. Let's see, exclamation point email. There. That'll probably give you my email address. And I have no idea what you're talking about. So if you could explain that more in depth, because it's a lot easier to communicate that way. Where'd my screen go? Here it is. Excuse me. Where's the coffee? Mm-hmm. Okay, this is what we're offering right now. We've got a whole bunch of coins here, including these 5. Okay, and these are good for people get $2 to $5 a piece. Look, I got a great price on them. I've been putting them in for, you know, $10 the whole darn set. Then we're gonna throw in, because I'm cleaning off the desk here. I've got a Susan B. Ugly dollar. Okay, it's a Type 1 proof. Yes, it's black, it's white, it's cameo, it's problem free, it's a peach. Okay, we've got this showed up for no darn reason. It's 1941 Denver. I've got it listed as 64 red. Yeah, it's a peach, right? And the book says about $10 on that, and we can look at that close up if you like. Okay, we threw in a 1969 Denver, lightly circulated, 40%er in AU. Then we've got, what's this one? The 2013 S, White Mountains Uncirculated Clad. And that's a little heavier on the mintage. They've been slowing them down ever since. Your PayPal should get it in a few days. Oh, okay. I probably don't have a record of it yet. There we go. So there's that. So you actually have 6 of the S Mint uncirculated quarters. These aren't proof. They're uncirculated. And for good measure, this was thrown into the batch. What do you got here? 2003 S clad proof from I don't know where. You think I'd write it down. Looks like Arkansas. Yep, looks just like it when I get to it real close. Ta-da. Okay, that is package G9. Well, if you would like to take this package for $26, speak now or forever hold your peace. Business strikes. I've yet to hunt one of them. Let's see. The quarter is a proof. There it is, and it's black and white. And the Susan B. Anthony dollar is a proof. Everything else is a business strike, and they're all uncirculated except for the A little bit of silver because you can get a little bit of silver. But here's a decent little batch. And $26 is what we're looking for this entire bit. A little bit of everything. I'm going to put it back together as best I can. 1, 2, 3, 4. I take 4 of these and I can fit it back into the sleeve. If no one wants it, I'll take it. Well, speak now and forever hold your peace. You're the only one. And it's not an auction. What am I going to get? $27? And we'll just put these all together. I'll write you down on that one. There, I slide that right in. That works great. Then we do it again over here. And you're getting these particular coins. If I can get them back into the holder. $26 bin, and looks like Imperial Label is going to snatch that one up. Okay, so I will need your email address so I can ship an invoice to you. And we need that for commerce, and if you don't send me your information, that's okay. I'll understand that. You must be 18 years old at the very least. And I'm going to start writing down notes if I can ever find my pen. I set it down earlier. There's one. Okay. So this is going to be G9. G9. And to buy it now is $26. It's $4 shipping, right? And Imperial Label. All right, let's see if we can catch up on this. No one wants it, I'll take it. Yep, that's right. All right, try not to post personal information in the live chat. Seriously, you can type in !, email, and that didn't work. Let me try that again. And that will give you my personal email so that you can contact me and just say hi, and I'll automatically have your email. But if you have an email specifically for PayPal, that's when I would need it in there. Okay, but wait for the invoice before paying anything. Yes, send the information to my inbox. The bot isn't on. Damn you, bot. How do I turn the bot on? Let me see if I can get that thing to work. It's over here somewhere. Geez, everything's changing, right? You got YouTube is changing. What's this mean? Part channel. Join channel. What's this say? I think this might work. I've lost the stream. Well, these things always change. They have to. Let's see if email works now. Enter. There we go. Let's see if that shows up. What size are you? I'm this tall. Shirt is an XL. Don't give me a medium. It ain't gonna work. Hey, Super. How are you? Yeah, we're just putting a few things up. I mean, if you do the math, $50 a day would be enough to pay my bills, but I would dwindle my stash here. Well, I've been doing that with a big show because I'm just too damn busy to chase that. Okay, we're gonna call that one sold. And pull out the next one. Let's see if it's complete. This is G8. What happened to the camera, man? There, that's a $20 bill. Let's see what's in there. You ready? What do we got? We got a whole bunch of stuff. A little bit of everything in here. Yep, Nightbot's not working. I don't know, man. Yeah, you're always going to have these services, these online services, changing things and improving things. And it doesn't mean everything that you had working is still compatible. We'll just play it by ear, man. What do you got here? I got a 1990S proof dime. Now, I'm real particular about my proofs. I don't like them spotty. I don't like them screwed up. I don't like them milky. Right? If they're going to be screwed up, if they're anything but really sharp, I'm going to let you know. Okay, 1940 with a lamination. I wonder what that says on there. At 11 o'clock on the reverse. Well, that makes it easy. Let's see what we got here. Because, you know, I got a lot of small stuff. Yeah, a buck, two, three. It doesn't really make sense to, you know, put them out one at a time. We're certainly not going to auction for, you know, $1 item. Let's see what we can do. Where's that scope? There we go. I'm going to have to take this. Give me something to put this in. If I let go of this, they all fly apart. Right there. I'll put it in here. And it is separator. So here's my little, there. This will work. Well, they're just too darn small to sell individually. And what are you going to do? Sell a $1 coin and charge $4 shipping? No, this is the whole idea behind putting these batches together. Where are you? 1940. There it is. Yeah, it's circulated. It's probably VF. Doo-doo. Let's look at the back, and we should have a lamination at 11 o'clock right there. That's a lamination error, and it kind of goes into the rim of the coin. I'm going to need a toothpick. Where'd I put the toothpicks? Dude, I pull out 20 toothpicks a day and can never find one. Until I walk barefoot, and then I find 3 of them all at once, and they're pointing straight up. There we go. All right. For XF, I like to see the bands a little sharper across here. We're starting to get some flow where we're not able to distinguish the separation between the faces and the band. But this is the issue. It's a minor lamination. It doesn't really add a whole lot of value to it, but if you like that sort of thing, well, there it is. But that's not damage. That's lamination. We can zoom in and look at that. I'm getting away from supplies. I had a bunch of loops. I sold the last one, and it took me 3 days to find it. There you go. That's that lamination issue. And we'll zoom in so you can see the difference between that and damage. That's what it is. But all the changes, gosh, they want to tax anything they can. So I guess what's the recent change on tax? If you sell something online, I would have to collect the sales tax in Minnesota. What? There's a perfectly good set of laws already in place for use tax. Why not actually enforce those things? Well, nobody pays their use tax. What's a use tax? Oh, you love this one. If I buy something across the street here in Florida, I have to pay sales tax, right? If I buy a loop right across the street. But if I buy that same loop across, you know, the state line from Georgia, right, and bring it into Florida myself, I don't pay a sales tax. But Florida wants this thing called use tax. Most states have this use tax, where if you buy it out of state and bring it into state, you have to pay a tax, the same rate as sales tax. But, you know, you have to declare that. And nobody declares it? What? Okay, well, now we have all this online selling. So, well, the states want their money. That's real simple. Here's home again. So there's that dime right there, the 1940. Well, nobody's enforcing, it's tough to enforce, and nobody's declaring their own out-of-state purchases and online purchases. So, well, the states are losing, you know, billions of dollars. So, well, they're not collecting billions of dollars. They ain't lost a dime. Didn't cost them nothing. So now they're going after the retailers and saying, you have to collect the use tax. I ain't collecting no goddamn use tax. What? I'm not a tax collector for 50 states. Well, on coins, being, you know, this investment type of thing, you don't have a sales tax on coins, on numismatic items. But for a loop, well, yes, that's a taxable item. Uh, I get $3 for a loop. I got the inexpensive ones. They get you home all right. That's what I use. They do the job. What are you talking? At 7% tax, 21 cents? It would cost me more for a stamp to send off the check plus the check uh, than I collect. It don't make no sense. Okay, what's next in there? A 2001 proof dime. So we got the 1991 and a 2001. I'm just cleaning out the desk. And there we go, black and white. I guess I've had this available for sale for some time because that BP, that's a code I was using like 3 years ago. There we go. Well, you got this next thing that if you're going to be, a company, you have to file a tax certificate in the state you're working in. And that's all well and good for Florida, but what, now I got to file in 50 different states? No, you're fooling me. Um, do you go forward with it or just stop with the loops? Because, I'm selling 30, 40, 50 a year. It's not worth it to me for the hassle. Okay, what do you got here? We got a satin dime in here. And that's a 2006 Philly. I can look up the mintage on here real quick. It's low. It's like what is it, a million or something? Where's the scope? I got this all screwed up over here. There it is. There it is. There's the dime. It's actually through 2 layers of plastic, and I could take that out. There we go. Now the satins were used in mint sets only from 2005 to 2010. And yeah, it's a different finish. The plant stitches are burnished. They're typically in wonderful shape, a little bit stronger strike pressure, so you get great detail. And they're not terrifically screwed up. They're placed in mint sets, uh, handled somewhat better than your typical strikes, so you don't have a whole lot of marks all over the darn things. There we go. That's a 2000 something, 2006 Philly. Ta-da! There it is. Well, if you want all the satin dimes, you got to get 2005, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, the P and the D. So there's 10 of these satin dimes. Oh, satins are wonderful. I think it's the way a coin should look. They're neat, they're trim, they're clean, they're buff. They work great. So I want to get away from the supply end of it. How are we going to work that out? I got a 1959 dime. This is the dime batch, I guess. Shiner. Brilliant uncirculated. Let's have a look here. There we are. Not a speck on there. We can put it on the loop. Where'd you go? Scope. There, 1959. That's what kind of shape you're looking at. Yeah, it's a nice Shiner dime. Oh, it's all right, Cindy. There's plenty of changes coming up. Look, YouTube has to respond to that $170 million fine, so they're going to make changes. Then you got PayPal. They need to make changes because of all the tax laws that changes. And look, the shit rolls downhill, and I'm on the bottom. Geez, I spent so much time just in the past 2 weeks checking the law. Look, if you're going to engage in online sales, even if it's just a hobby, you better smarten up and pay attention to this stuff, or they're going to catch up to you and say, "Hey, you owe us more in tax than you brought in sales," or that company is going to spank you for whatever reason. This company is going to kill your damn channel because of whatever reason. It's getting more complex, and I really think it's an unnecessary level of complexity, but you don't want to offend anybody. There we go, 1955 BU. Same as that 58. Nope, that was a 59. Let's point that upright. How about, what do you say? Face up. Face up. And there's more. This is all one package. A 54S. BV? Yeah, that's my U. That's a brilliant uncirculated. And they're shiners. Where'd you go? Scope. That's through plastic. I could take it out. 1954, and we look at the back here, and there should be an S down at the bottom. I sure hope there's an S down at the bottom. There you go, right down there. If you get the light out of the way. But look, I can touch it, but it's, you know, it's in a holder, so I'm not going to screw it up. There we go. And that's in there. So you got 3 shining Roosevelts. What's this one? Oh, good, good. I had them out of order because we got the 2006 D, no, P, that's the blue. We also have the 2006 D satin dime. There it is. Okay, keep going, because there's a bunch of them here. What's this one? 92S proof, black and white. And it looks like a little piece of dust over there to the right. Let's have a look at that. Good, put that in. We got 3 proof dimes in there. We got, what do you got here? Aha, a 62 Jefferson nickel proof. Look, I did the bother of actually printing up some labels. Okay, not cameo. And those go for a couple of bucks a piece. Not quite worth it to sell individually. So if you're going to do small stuff, really, I think batches is the way to do it because, well, it makes sense when you go to ship the darn stuff. What do you got here? A 1981 S proof Jefferson, and that would be a Type 1. Ta-da! Type 1, which is going to be the mint mark. We got to look at that. Where's the scope? There. There's my fingernail. I just got my, look at that. Just got my nails done. We're going to zoom in on that S. And what we're looking for on a Type 1 is a flat tail. The lower tail should be at a 35-degree angle and square. The Type 2 has a rounded bottom of the tail. Well, that's a Type, is that 1981? 1981. That's rounded. Huh. Well, what's it doing in there? That's a Type 2. Here, I got a diagnostic image here. Let me pull that up real quick. Excuse me. All right, where is it? It's under the pics, and then we go to the diagnostic channel. Where are you? And then I can pull up this picture. All right, and we go over to the screen. Here's the screen. 1981 proof mint marks. There, Type 1. See the flat end I'm telling you about? That's a flat tail. Type 2, and I can make that bigger. Type 2 has a round bottom tail. See the way that works? And just subtle differences in the shape. And you can follow the inside curve, the upper and the lower. And there's subtle differences. The top one, it's more like a teardrop. Whereas this one's more square, if you will. Well, that's a round tail on this piece. Scope. And that's a round tail. Okay, that's a Type 2. Well, good. Yeah, it's got a little bit of a premium. It's probably like a buck or so more. Let's take that out so we can see. And there's a card. Well, it's not supposed to be Type 1. I swear I looked at them. There's your scope. Here it is. Without the plastic. And look, it's so much neater and cleaner. That's a Type 2. Huh. All right, zoom out. Let's have a look at the coin. Yeah, black and white. Great cameo. What's that? A little tiny contact mark right here. I wouldn't call that substantial, but I like a sharp proof. All right, what do you got in the back? A couple of tiny blemishes right up here. You're not going to see that with your naked eye much. Okay, well, there it is. Type 2, and I'm going to have to change that card. And then I'm going to have to look at all of them. That's a Type 2. Well, good. A person needs the type 1 and the type 2. I need them. There. Let's put that in. I'm not going to miss it any. Let me go back and find the chat. There's the chat. There it is. Yeah. I stay up a lot. What's this one? Okay, 1973S. So we got nickels and dimes in here. I got a 62 proof. We got the 81 type 2, and we got the 1973 proof. Again, black and white. And there's your back. Okay, keep going. What's that one? I don't know what this is. It's a buffalo nickel. You know, so I throw a few extra things in here just to, make sure we got 20 bucks worth of stuff. Where's your scope? All right, well worn, 1929. We'll look at the back, look for a mint mark. Okay, that's looking like, very good at best. We do have some braidage, but it's a partial date. Got a ding on there. Throw a little extra in so they get full value for what they're spending. I see no mint mark down the bottom and not much horn and a scratch. There's a kid in your life who like that. All right. This doesn't really add a whole lot of cash value to the package, but it's, just a little. Here you go. All right, what do you got here? 1934 dime and fine. Have you found those hunting rolls? I picked up entire solid rolls of things before, such as, the proofs, for example. And it's probably in the rolls that they get those blemishes. There's dealers out there who tear apart, proof sets by the thousand and assemble rolls. Well, look, you could pay $2-3 for the individual coin. I get the roll and the price is right, and I can move them out for, like $1 or $2. 1934, let's have a look. So we get a better price, but who's going to invest, $50 on a roll of nickels when they need one for their set? 1934, well circulated. Yeah, it's fine condition. Where are you? Here you go. And I look at the fascies, the lines. They're mostly there, but they're not quite complete. It's difficult to pick out the cross band here, the diagonal wrap. But it's not screwed up. That's the thing. I'll get a bucket. I put the cull dimes in. All right, there's a couple more in here. What's this one? It's a 1929S. A little better than that last one. Let's have a look at that. And we should see a mint mark here sometime soon. There we go, S mint mark. I've got a couple of rim marks. There you go. There's one over there. And let's look at the front. Where are you? There it is. All right. It's got a mint mark. It's not a particularly, great date, but you got to have them all. This, helps you complete a set. That's what we're looking to do here. I don't think so. Amy, anybody take this one yet? That's not Amy. Where's the coffee? Cindy. Damn it. What's this one? Another proof? Yeah, it is. 1997. There it is. And black and white. This is in a cardboard for some damn reason. God only knows how long this has been around here. I've had, I've gone through, oh gosh. Okay, I gotta fix that right now. You can't put out staples that haven't been flattened, you dummy. This lot is $20. Take it all, $20. See, it's not enough here to get in a bidding war. Some folks get into the bidding and they take the bidding, just way out of proportion. Look, I got a lot of small value stuff. It doesn't make sense to get a bidding war on this stuff. Yeah, they're good coins. There's no question there. I like to think my quality's on top. But I'm not going to make people fight it out and bid not to win the coins, but to beat the other guy. Look, this is a fair price for for a bunch of coins. What do you got here? One, two, three, four proof dimes. We got, where are you? One, two. Was there another nickel proof? Okay, three proof nickels. One which is a type 2. All right, we're going to set this over here because we're not counting that. We got a couple of satin dimes in there. I've lost the other one. There it is. A couple of satin dimes. We've got some shinier, what do you call them, rosies. 1, 2, 59, 55, and 54S. 3 of those. We got some Mercs, 29S, 34, and 1940, which is circulated, has a minor lamination, which really I don't think, for the grade of the coin and the size of the lamination, I don't think that really draws a premium. D. Reese got it, and for good measure, a Buffalo, because, somebody's got a kid. What am I going to try to get an extra buck for the Buffalo? It's got a partial date on there, for Christ's sakes. There, $20 now. There's $4 shipping, okay? There we go. You gotta put them in the center, and then they'll fit and not burst the wrap. Okay. And I should have my email up here somewhere. Here's a black background. You can't see that. Wow, we can't see. How come we can't see that? Let me move this stuff out of the way here. Wow, that can go. We'll get rid of this piece. There you go. Is that the black background? That's the white background. Where's the black background? I don't even see it up here. Okay, I'm going to take out the black background. All right, we'll move the white background up. See? It's like layers is how this works. All right, now I'll move this up here in the corner. And put my head on top of that. There, that'll work. Then let me add my email address and put it right there. Do we have it yet? No, it's not part of this scene here. So we add text. All right. Oh, we should be already here. There it is. I'm going to move this over here. And that's just an awful color for the white background. Let's change that color. Where are you? Bear with me. I'm not ready. Okay. My email right there. Hit the button. Okay. What color you like? How about dark? Here, that's dark green. Is that going to work? Yeah, that'll work great. Okay, I'll move this back up. There we go. I've got it, says Reese. Let me find my notes. And that is G8, $20, and D. Reese. Now, I'll need your PayPal billing address, your PayPal email address, and you can send that here. And I'll use it for commerce purposes, okay? Because without that information, I cannot send you an invoice. All right, okay, here's the next one. What's this one called? Where'd the sold items go? G, what's this? Oh, that's the coin clasp box. That's the no side. I'm not ready. All right, G9, Empyrean's getting. This is loose for no reason. And that's G8 is for D. Reese. Okay, next up we got G7B, which means there's a G7A somewhere. And there it is, like you can read my writing. And this is a $20 bill for these. That's one money takes all of it. Bot ain't working, and honestly, I don't know why. I think I have to make it a moderator, and I don't know how to make it a moderator. So we'll just go back to the old-fashioned way. All right, let's see what we got in here. Anything already taped together? Nope. Good. Why don't you come apart? You got to push. Well, that's why. We got one taped together. So these are the 5 state quarters for 2015. S. All your S Mint quarters. Ta-da! All 5. And you figure that's half the value of this package. Those are probably good for 10 bucks, but we're putting all this together for 20 bucks. What else we got? I got a 40% Kennedy. All right. Pretty good shape. Lots of luster. Circulated. We're throwing a Buffalo nickel for some reason. 1920. Well worn. That's for the kids. Look, I got some coins and I got that for you. That's what you tell them. This whole package. This is one package. But there was too many, so I just used 2 wrappers. That's $20 for the whole damn. One money, all of it. $20 takes all this. Okay, we got another 73S. 2.7 produced. Oh man, I did the cheap labels, so they don't have my my picture on the back. These are the better labels where you have, hey look, there's Ken. Yeah, you can tell that way. Okay, so we got the S uncirculated as a Buffalo, a Kennedy, a Proof Jefferson plus all this stuff. Now I think this is a fair deal. Oh, we can't get that last one out. Why won't this come out? Oh, I bet you I taped it to the. Yeah, I did. The tape goes. We'll look at that in a minute. Okay, we got the 62 Jefferson. We got. No, I threw that in for the heck of it. It's a 1927 S wheat penny. It's kind of screwed up. All right, that's like just a filler. Okay, this is still available. Okay, 2002 S proof. The 81S. Oh, now we got to look at that. All right, let's get over here. Let me set these coins down so they don't flop all over the place. Let's get in and have a look at this S. Scope. And this should be a type 1. So we want to look at that darn. That's mint mark real close. And we're looking for a flat tail. And what do we have? Lo and behold, a flat tail. This is a type 1. Let's see. I'm going to take it out of the package. Can I get the lot with the most, even if the lot with the least has more value? The most what? The most coins, the most value, the most face value, the utmost. There's another big one coming up. There. If I put the angle on that just right, we got to turn it. We're looking for a flat bottom on that lower tail. There. Right there. See that flatness? That is a type 1. Good. I got this one labeled correctly. Okay, and there's the nickel. I'm going to put that back in. Get in. All right. Back to work. Okay. See, this is why I got to... Until they've been flat for a little while, they stay kind of flexible. There it is. Did somebody take this one? No coins, no Guam. I've been filling a nickel book. Okay, what else we got? We got a 1913 wheat penny. Very good. You see stuff like this, it's good for like, 62 cents, the book says. Not quite a buck. Let's throw that in. Now, 1924 and very good. Before 1940, a lot of people are really scant on their collections. Okay, I got a 1915. It's got scratches. All right, so it's a little bit better date. It's probably, you know, in good, it's probably like a buck, but scratches, you figure that's worth next to nothing. Okay, got a 1936, very fine. What's that say? Full date on the Buffalo nickel. Really? Let's have a look at that. Stacking with D got it. Let me write that down first. Okay, that's going to be G7 A and B. $20. Stacking silver. Stacking silver with D. Stacking silver with D. There you go. Let's have a look at this Buffalo. It's in plastic. Let's go. There, see? Look at that. That's a good looking piece right there. Dude, I don't have anything as nice as this. Let me focus. There you go. Full date on a Buffalo nickel. Right? You got plenty of braid. Let's look at the letters. Letters have separation from the rim. We'll go around. Now that's what I'm talking about, a decent Buffalo nickel. Remember in the 30s, man, a nickel would do everything for you. We should have half a horn. Yep, okay, little ding up there beside the head. No mint mark. Let's go around, have a look, go across the body. Just a decent nickel. And separate letters from the rim. Yeah, that's in there. Next up, we got a 1918, again, scratches. Let's set that over here. Where'd that beater go? That 27, well, the nickel's over in there too. The 27S. Yeah, these are like beaters right here. And there's one more stuck to the holder. There. Let me fold that tape over. That's out of the way. Let's see what else is in there. It's a 1924S in very good. Okay, a little bit better date, but in this grade, it's probably good for 50 cents. Okay, we got the 5 quarters. We got a 40%er. We got a 24S, a 1913, a 1924, all decent, and a 1936 Buffalo. Right. Then we're going to have, let's see, 3 proof nickels, 73, 62, 2000, and a 4th one, 1981. And that's that package, and that's 20 bucks for stacking. Now there's a $4 shipping fee. I find most of my shipping runs $3.50 to $3.85, right? So I don't really make a whole lot of money on shipping. It pays for the shipping. I'm pretty darn happy. Look, if the shipping charge is a fraction of what you're paying, of what I'm charging you, I'll get you a refund. But then it'd have to be like 1 coin going across the street. Let me get these loaded back into its folder. And I can fit one more in there. There. That's G7A and B, one price, $20, takes them all. And I'll put that on the sale side. I got 3 more here. Oh, time to blow my nose. Just one moment, please. There. Man, it's cold out there tonight. You can see your breath out on the porch. And pairing one of the biggest ones, I got 3 packages ready here. There's probably more back on the desk here. I'd say that's the tallest one of them all. Let's see, this is no. Okay, we got G5 and we got G6. So there's 2 packages. G6 is $35. That's the 2 of these. And we got G5, which, damn it, I have no price. Okay, which is not ready. I don't even know what's in there. Let's look at G6 because again, I broke it into two stacks, so you know they would ship. I'm not shipping a block like this. We'll ship it like this. It'll work. Let's have a look and see what's in there. $35 is the buy it now price on this. Colder than a witch's what? Let's see what we got. Okay, 1912D in good, a little better. Okay, wheat penny. We got a 1917 cull. Figure no value on that. But you got a 1920S with some lamination issues. These are low-grade wheats. 1926, and when I say filler, I assume there's no value on that. Let's stick it over here with that cull. What you got? A 1912 cull. A 1911 filler. 1910 filler. Okay, 1919S, very good. 1928 Buffalo, and it says fine. We can give that a quick look. There it is. Okay. We got date. We got braid. Look at the letters. Okay, starting to run in. That's normal for fine. Let's look at the back. Where are you? Almost half a horn, not quite. No mint mark, but it's not screwed up. The letters are pretty sharp. All right. So there's a decent 1928 nickel. Oh, let's see. We got a 1918 scratched. These are all junk. 1937D and very fine. Much better Buffalo nickel. Okay, so this is what the value is over here. And this is just bonus stuff. Stacking silver. Send payment using the invoice. We have to start doing that now because PayPal will automatically screen for minors. See the way that works? We got this big hubbub we gotta comply with. So if you make a payment and it's not through the invoice, I'm going to refund your payment and sell the stuff to somebody else. Okay, we got proof nickels, a 1981S. We've got a 1930S in XF. That's probably, this is the value in this package. Okay, that's probably a $15 nickel all by itself. So we'll set that aside and have a look. Okay, proof nickel, 24S in good. 1973 nickel. Look at a bunch of these nickels. I got a 1943 with a scratch. It's good for melt. Okay, 1962 nickel proof. Okay, we got a 2005 Buffalo, and that's a satin that I have taken out of its plastic holder. You know, out of the mint cellophane. And then we have, oh, here we go. What's that? A 1914D Barber quarter. It's in fine condition, but it has been cleaned. So not a huge amount of value there. I figure I'd probably put that into the package counting at $6. But we ought to take a look at that because not too often you get a Barber quarter. Where are you here? There it is. There's a 14D. And you see great detail here. I've got a full E pluribus unum. I got feathers going out halfway, right? The rim is solid and sound. We got tail feathers. Let's look at the front. Here it is. And the color on this is what leads me to think this has been cleaned and retoned. So it's probably a long time ago it was cleaned. Can we see through the plastic and find liberty? No. Looks like an old cleaning. Yeah. That thing is blue like my grandmother's hair. Look at that. There we have some liberty. L-I, where'd you go? Come on. All right, L-I, part of the B. The E is almost gone. There's R, T, and Y are complete. We got, you know, the headdress, ear, 1914. But yeah, it's been cleaned. I do not consider clean coins to be worth much, really. Okay, so we got that. Then we have, again, all 5 of the 2015 S uncirculated state quarters, which we looked at. Well, it may be rusty looking, but silver does not rust. That's a thing. And we have the 1930 S Buffalo, which we're going to look at right now. Oh, there's a yes. We should zoom in on that. We should at least get some focus on this camera. And for, what's that say? XF plus is what it says. That's a full horn. All right, let's look at the letters. I want to see good separation between the letters and the rim. I'd say I got that. Let's look at the tail. XF, I want to see the tail separated from the rim. Got that. Um, the butt, I got tail on the butt. So this is approaching AU, but I don't think it's quite AU. The wear on the hump here is a little heavier than I'd like to see for AU. And above the horn around the head, that's heavier than I'd like to see for AU. Black diamond's looking good. Let's look at the front. And I had a toothpick here. All right, full, sharp, every bit of relief on the date. Okay, I've got all the braids. We get into the upper braid. Yeah, I've got all the folds in here. Good lines. 3 feathers. Okay. We'll have a look. He's not gouged up, not screwed up. We have what's going on up there. Oh, that's the normal. That's the top of the other feather. It always screws me up when I see that because I'm used to seeing these buffaloes that are just so wore out. That's part of this feather. And Liberty should be over here, fully separate. Yeah, that's a mile from the rim. Nose. Chin. Now that's a decent looking buffalo. And you got plenty of relief still in the ribbons down here below the date. So that's where the value is. That one and the, well, let's see, what do you call it? Oh, the barber quarter. And the 5-pack of those. $35 is what I have written down for this entire group, all of it. And I figure these are just thrown in for the fun of it. All right, let's see if I can put this package back together without screwing it up. I might have to repackage the whole darn thing. But somewhere in your life is probably a kid or somebody who would just love, this stuff. Look, I got this for you, Sonny. Don't give it to them all at once. Make them earn it. I'm trying to get some sleep. Okay, Sherry. Well, thank you for stopping in. Did somebody take that one? Empyrean said, give me. Okay, G6, A and B, and that's 35. Empyrean. Okay, let's get this all packed up. I got another one, but I don't have a price ready on that. So we'll just save that for another day. Really, I figured I'd just go on and try to make $25. Yeah. But honestly, if the last time I had a sale was 2 months ago, dude, I had 29 packages. That whooped my butt. Just whooped it. God, I don't want to do that again. When I got so much go on my plate right now that, geez, why am I working so darn hard? Let's not do 29 items at a single time. Really. Let's see if I can make that. Doesn't fit in that batch. There we go. There, we got them all in. That's all the coins all together in 2 nice little tight packages. What do we got here? 1, 2, 3 packages. Now that doesn't break my butt. That works. I can do that. Yep, email me after the stream. I'll get an invoice out to you. You take care of that invoice. All your personal information, such as your email address and shipping address, I'll destroy it when I'm done. They're fat stacks. Well, the idea here, the whole idea is let's move some of this small stuff because I've got barrels of it. Right? Give people a reasonable price and give them enough stuff that shipping makes sense, right? Because what, are you going to spend $2 on a coin and $4 on shipping? What? I see it happen all the time. And it breaks my heart thinking, what are you doing? How about making another $20? What do we got to do? Dance? I can put on bunny ears. That's good for me. I get 3 packages I got to put together. I still got to get some work done. All right, let's look at this and see if we got something in here. But also, I don't want to sell things that I don't have ready for sale yet. That last sale I had 2 months ago, I had these packages all ready to go, but I oversold. And honestly, I did not have the product. Oh, so I want to have stuff ready to go, or don't, it's just going to break me here. What do you got? A 1960D. That's a, no, 1960 small date. It's BU, but it's a little bit spotty. Okay, we got a 1925 Buffalo. And we got clash marks and laminations. Well, that's kind of normal for the old Buffaloes. Okay, we got a, what do we got here? Just a 68D 40%er. And a 67 40%er. Oh, then we got more proof nickels. Well, I got a lot of proof nickels. Okay, 73. What do we got here? We got a very good cleaned and scratched 1906 O Barber half. Darn it. 72D Ike. Where the hell did this come from? It's uncirculated, but it looks like it's been fingered up a little. 1930 wheat. 2015 S Kisachi, so one of the S uncirculated quarters that doesn't have a good label. Well, don't worry, the quarter's good. Got a 1934 D Buffalo. A 2005 Bison in satin. 1937 Merc with a reverse scratch. You figure that one's over here. That's thrown in. And a 1906 Indian. Well worn, but not screwed up. I had picked up a bunch of those with the whole idea of putting together some packages and getting some people some decent coins for a reasonable price. 2010 D satin. That is the lowest mintage of all the satins. That's one of the semi keys, and a 1943 steel that has seen better days. Really? Yeah, that's, see the rust? That goes over here. So let's add that up. 1960 small date BU spotty, $3. $4 on the satin, $5 with the Indian, $6 with the satin. Let's see, $8 with that. 9, 10, 11, 12, figure $13. That's melt. 14. Let's call that 15 together. 1930. Throw that in. 43. Throw that in. How much are we at now? Do I have to start over? I lost track. Throw that in. 1926. Throw that in. 73 proof at $1. What we at? One day I will be disciple. I'm going to have to add it up again. There's 1, nothing. 1, melt. 17, okay, we put 18 at that one. And then I got this thing over here. Let's figure $8. 8 and 8 is 16, 20, $24. You want it, you got it. That'll work. Coin Captain, you take them. All those for 24, and there's $4 shipping. Let's put them back in the holder. And slide that back. Come on, get in. Yep. Then I can slide these in the little sneaky. Coin Captain, I shall need your PayPal email to, let's call it G5. What did we say? 24. G5. Yeah, I think that one I put together like 2 weeks ago and put it up on one of the Facebook groups at 25. That'll work. Okay, we're 24. Coin Captain. We'll go from there. So there, we sold everything. That works. Cindy's quick, man. Don't mess with Cindy. That's a great bundle. Yeah, I still got more of the nickels, but I got more of everything, so just keep putting together more bundles. Yeah, I could do this every day from now on and not run out of coins for a long time. There you go. Cindy has given you my email address. And as I said before, I do not save your personal information, but it is necessary for commerce. So I can send you an invoice uh, and ship the things to your shipping address. And that's about it, folks. Let's call it good there. She's done it once or twice before. She's been around. Cindy knows her poop. Yep, which is a good thing we got this, because, you can clean your hands when you're done. Yeah. I tend to do more of these. What's this? Yeah, there's plenty more stuff coming down the road. All right. But I got literally piles and boxes and sacks and stacks and racks of stacks of sacks. What do? It doesn't pay me to sell a coin for $1. I tried it. It takes forever. I sell, as many. I've done it on Facebook where I put up these dollar deals, right? Just a coin, and it's a full date buffalo with good detail, and I put it up there for $1. And count for shipping and do the combined shipping. And after I do the first two and I put up the third one, bang, sold. I get another coin, get over here, take a couple of pictures, put it up online, bang, sold. But it's still taken me, 15 minutes to get the pictures ready for this coin. And I had these dollar deals, and they work out great, but well, that's $4 an hour. Maybe I can get up to 6 per hour. Gosh, let's just kind of get them into a batch and sell, $20 worth. And that works out pretty well. I have an idea. I'll send you an email. What, just sell the entire box? Yeah, good. I reach back here and grab, let's say, this box. All right, what do you got here? What's this box? Just sell the whole box, right? Okay, this is the V&E. This is one of my V&E boxes, varieties and errors. All right, so what do we got here? We got a 2017 effigy mounds with obverse trails. You don't find those very often. All right, let's look at that. Hey, what's up, you coin nerds? Trails on the obverse. Okay, let's look at it. Scope. There we go. Effigy mounds. Ta-da. Obverse trails. I gotta see what the heck that is. Let's find some trails. Took a little ding up at the top. Bet you'll find them down here in Liberty. And here I'm gonna have to get the get the light right. But I take so much time to show these coins off. It's kicking my butt. There you go. You get these things called die trails. And it seems to be an issue of die polishing, where an abrasive or material gets into the cavities. And the spinning wheel drags them out in such a manner that it leaves these, well, it's like a polishing mark that has a pattern. And that's these die trails you see coming off the letters of Liberty. Kind of a neat thing. All right. That's the sort of things that's in these boxes. I don't know what's in these boxes. So I can't just take the box and say, okay, that's a good price, because I don't know what's in them. All right, what's the next one in here? No, it's Frederick Douglass, dyed chips in his neck. All right. There's some good stuff. There's some funny stuff. What you got here? Effigy Mound Clash. Oh, I love these. These are one of my favorite things. These seem to be, out here. The way the mint distributes their coins, sometimes you get these hot spots for a particular variety. Well, my hot spot is these, right? And it's the effigy mounds. Remember this? So what if you clash that with George's head? You're going to see these little things showing up. We get the light right. And above the bow, behind the head, see that? These little marks? That's the grass. And, you ready? I love this one. It's the sneezing George. Look, he's got boogers. That's a clash from the other side. And there's actually a couple of these different that I found. Kind of neat. I opened 3 mint Lincoln log rolls tonight. Found massive cracks. It's a raised crack. Could that be a lamb? Laminations, they kind of dried up after 1962 because the mint took the tin out, right? And we went from French bronze to brass, our coins. And, well, it's a lot easier to mix two metals together for a particular alloy. So mostly they disappeared. Now, in 2009, for the business strikes, you've got a zinc core plated with copper. Well, the plating is electroplated. It's not an alloy, right? It's a pure metal plated on a zinc core. Well, a lamination, the whole idea behind there is you got an alloy with an improper mix, right? So it kind of peels off, cracks. So the idea that a 2009 would have a lamination, I don't see it being really practical or possible. It's not an alloy. Perhaps on a nickel, I might believe it. Maybe on the cladding, the outer layer of cladding is an alloy on some of these other coins. But the pennies, we ain't going to see no more lambs show up ever again. Now check this out. In 2009, on the proof and satin issues, those use the original recipe, right? They got Colonel Sanders' original recipe, which is 95% copper, 3% zinc, and 2% tin. I would expect laminations or wood grain coins to appear for the 2009 proofs and satins. So far, I've had no reports of them. All right. Yep, you get a lot of die cracks on those. It happens. Louisiana hot chicken. I have no idea what you're talking about. Let me catch up on chat. I saw some other things. Now the Lincoln log, there's some well-known cracks coming from the bottom around 5 or 6 o'clock and going into or through the Lincoln's boot. Well, keep them, right? Decide for yourself if you want to keep on saving them, but wait for it until you learn more, because you're going to know more in a few months than you do now. Yeah, get deeper into the hobby. I save all the cracks, even the dumb ones from 1983 where it's just a little bit beside the bottom. I got barrels of the darn things. I can't help myself. Imperian says, I just found big time trails on a 94D penny amongst the D mint mark and the 9 or ghosting, trying to find notching. 9 or ghosting. It sounds to me like that is die deterioration. Is what you're describing. When you use words like ghosting, I'm thinking die deterioration. You're going to find 3 things most commonly when you go through these old coins and go through circulating, even through BE rolls. 1, damage. Okay? If you can rule out damage, you're going to rule out most of the things you see. After that, you get two issues: uh, machine doubling and die deterioration. So if you can identify those three things, that's going to be most of the coins that are out there. The die varieties, they're few and far between. Cracks, quite common. Chips, quite common, but nowhere near as common as die deterioration and MD, right? And beyond that, you get into the neat stuff. The sneezing George, right? The pooping horse. These things that are a little more interesting. Uh, Stick with it. Your hobby will tell you what you want to collect, and experience will tell you if the darn thing's worth a damn. Cracks are raised. Yep. Scratches will be dug into the coin. On scratches, you're looking for pushed up metal. Well, what if it's pushed up and then gets circulated and worn back down? Well, now it's still a groove. Yeah. Um, Temper your excitement with experience. It's raised, but it's deep. It literally looks like it's going to crack in half. Actually, that's probably what exactly you're talking about. Is the die formed a crack and widened up some, and the metal, when you squeeze that planchet, squeezes into those cracks. Oh, we see them all the time. I've seen them all the way across the coin. I mean, big, fat ones. And the more prominent die cracks, yeah, I've gotten, good money for the darn things. It's wonderful. Mm-hmm. Scratches are furrowed, usually. Sometimes it just rips the metal right off the darn thing, so it just looks like a good sized gouge in the coin. But you have to look at the mint process. If you got uh, a detail on your coin that is sunk below what it should be, that's probably going to be damaged, because if it's on the die, it would have to be raised above the die. So you'd have to be adding material to the die, but you don't add material ever to a die. So then what? Perhaps there is a material in between the die and the planchet that would be a struck through, and there are particular diagnostics for that. Yeah, stick with it. There's a lot to the hobby, but once you get your head wrapped around a few fundamental principles, it's going to be a lot easier. Get your head wrapped around damage. Right? Get your head wrapped around mechanical doubling. Get your head wrapped around die wear, die deterioration. And after that, it starts getting real simple. But those first three are tough. If you're brand new to coins, you can't tell the difference between damage and freaky. So look at another 100,000 coins. And then, you got to meet me halfway. I got to start you here. I can't start at the bottom. There's more of you than there are of me, really. So we'll get into the more advanced topics over here. And they said there is no such thing on copper coins. What, MD? Or greasers? And who's they? And why haven't you stomped their brains out if they're saying that sort of thing? I don't know who they are, but it sounds to me like they misunderstood what you were saying. No such thing on copper coins. MD and damage. Those three things. You got to get your head wrapped around those. Once you do, you start understanding the minting process, and then you can really pick stuff out. Ever been curious about the silver hoard they sell on those crappy home shopping channels? Here's what you do. You take some coins that are kind of run-of-the-mill, fairly inexpensive, right? Don't stand out in any way. They're low price, usually pretty well circulated, and don't really have any numismatic importance besides being, a bunch of buffalo nickels. And you put together a set of the darn things, maybe 50 different buffalo nickels, and you put them up and hype it with a salesman, right? A show producer writing a script, and you sell it for 3 times what it should, they're worth, to an audience who's more excited and turned on by the seller selling a sham wow, right? The same techniques. And they're moving these things out the door. Yeah, they got big expenses for the big staff, but they sell excitement. The coins, they're worth 1/3 of what they're get. If you're buying anything from Home Shopping Network, you're being ripped off. Really, go to Walmart, get what you need, and stop buying things on impulse. There, I said it. Ken, do you just do errors and varieties, or do you do sets too? I buy sets and rip them apart. Do it all the time. It's a great way to get a bunch of coins, and I pick through them and pull out the varieties and errors. I don't usually sell varieties and errors, to tell you the truth. A lot of the stuff I sell, I scour the internet looking for good deals. Really. This is a hobby that, well, it's a lot of fun. It'll last you a lifetime, but by God, you can make a living doing it. Well, I could go back to work up at the plant, sucking sulfuric acid fumes and coughing up banana pudding for 3 days, jumping up and down them ladders. No. Look, it was fun when I was younger. It paid for the house, paid for the land, paid for the trucks, paid for my sister's house, paid for my house in town. But I ain't going to breathe that stuff no more. Get the hell out. What do you sell? Right here. How can we buy? Well, I have to have it ready to sell first. Yeah, just stop in. There's a subscription button down there. Make sure you hit that, and there's a little bell. Hit that and put the little bells across there. And sometimes I go on. I've been doing Friday Night Madness for, 3 years or something like that? But I've been busy on other projects and kind of let that go for the past couple of months. But I intend to get back into it. Forget that plant. Hey, dude, the money was good. I miss those big fat paychecks. Those were really splendid. Jesus. But gosh, no. I'm 52. No. Most of the old guys that worked up there are gone because their bodies just wear out. I know so many guys, they're in their 60s, 70s. They can barely walk because their knees are shot out. There's a bell? Yeah, let's see. I can't see it here. Let me open another video up. Here's K-Tube. And here's here's the clowns we did earlier.
If you have an old slow computer...
Okay, don't mind that guy. Screen. There's the screen. So down here somewhere, okay, I don't have the same thing. Let me try somebody else's channel. How about that? I've been watching Star Trek lately.
Maya, what are you doing?
Let me hit the pause. Okay, there, it says subscribe. And if you do subscribe, a little bell will appear. It looks like this one up here in the corner, which we can't see. How do I get over there? Move my head. Why isn't anything working here? Screenshot. That's damn peculiar. There, there it is. I gotta grab it and then I can move it. See the little bell right up here in the corner? There should be one just below the video. And you wanna click it until you get these little lines above it. And then when I go live, when I'm doing something, you'll get a notification. There we go. It'll give you a little red dot that says, hey, Ken is live. God knows what he's doing. All right, let's get back to the chat. There's the chat. There's me. There's you. Good, you click the bell. That's how it works. Your health is more important. I've worked all my life, and dude, you get to that point, the body just doesn't want to do what it used to do. No, screw it. I told them, I said, look, I just can't do it anymore. Well, okay. Well, just go up and keep an eye on safety. Okay, I go up and keep an eye on safety. We're a man short, and the plant says, man, we really need you. I can't do it. Oh, but we need you. And they'd said that one time too many, and I got my truck, I drove away, and I never went back. See you later. Bye-bye. Need me? You still need somebody, but you ain't getting me. Now, look, the money was good, but there's more to life than just the money. Uh, Everything's paid for. I got a decent lifestyle. Okay, I'd like to get the well fixed. That's really upsetting me lately. Uh, but look, I got the place to myself. Most everything works. The dryer or the washing machine, that crapped out. Huh? All right. But I mean, for next to nothing a month, all my bills are paid. We're talking what? I got car insurance. That's what, $70, right? I got a light bill. In the winter, it's a little higher because I got a heat, and that runs me $100. And then I got there's another one. What is it? Oh, the phone and internet. That's like $80. After that, I need whores and blow. That's it. Groceries. What are we talking there? Not $300 pays all the bills. $10 for gas because I never leave the house. I spend 6 times more to insure my car than to fuel the darn thing. What the hell is that? I get up in the morning when I'm done sleeping. Right? I use the alarm clock when I take a nap and want to have the big show at 9 o'clock. I set it for like 6. Yeah, you can have that life. We used to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning because, geez, it's an hour to get to the plant, if we're working like in Perry or something. And I'd have to get there ahead of everybody else because you can't, have a safety meeting if you're the last one there. Don't make them wait for you. You got to get there a little earlier so you meet with a night guy if you're the day guy and debrief on where you are and what kind of problems are encountered and stuff. So I get there, 6 o'clock because 6:30 the other guys are starting to show up. You got to get there early. Sometimes you got to, get some paperwork started. You got to get some permits going. Maybe you got to lock stuff out. You got to show up ahead. And then at the end of the day, of course, the night guy comes in, and you got to spend some time with him to do debrief. I mean, he's got to get going for his shift. So you end up, an hour early and half an hour after everybody leaves. And then you drive, half an hour to an hour to get home. Yeah. And you got time to taste your food, wash your body, smoke a cigarette, and then you go to bed and get up and do it again. And we work these jobs, you start the job and you work straight through until it's done. And some of these just go, for weeks and weeks at a time. You're putting 1.5 million bricks into a kiln. It's not going to be done tomorrow. If you're on the night shift, you actually watch the moon cross, each day by day, and here it is over here, and then there, and that's full. Then it goes away for a week and comes back, and then you realize we're not halfway done on this job yet. Oh, it beats on you. You get married. I mean married to the project, married to the job, and well, it takes precedence over everything else because you got to get that sort of thing done. Jonathan Raymond, where have you been? Well, I allowed that. I've been married to that job for long enough, and I want to do it for me. I go to bed when I'm done being awake. I get up when I'm done sleeping. If I want to go someplace right now, there's nothing holding me down, right? If I want to set an appointment for the second week of January, I don't have to say, hey man, we got anything going on the second week of January? Because I'd like to do this. Oh no, we need you. God. The more you do, the more that's expected. And I got put on so many jobs just because I answer the damn phone. Right? You answer the phone, you show up on time, you don't smoke dope, they keep calling you. And it got to a point I'm begging for a day off. Hey man, You've been working me for like 9 months straight. Can I get a day off? Oh no, we need you. What? I got the flu. One time, we're up at the plant over here, and the rain come down. I've been working like 6 weeks straight and 2 days off before that, and then I don't know, 3 months before that. Dude, I was burnt out. Right? There's no such thing as scheduling a day off. I was just burned out, and I'm walking out to get this dump truck, and the rain come down, and I mean it was like the drenchiest rain. It was big fat rain coming down. There was no getting out. There's no cover. It's a freaking dump truck out in the field. I got to go pick that up. Walking, and I am soaked to the bone. Right, I'm skin and bones because I'm working so hard, and I'm soaked all the way through the skin to the bones. I get in that dump truck, and I'm dripping like 2 gallons of water here. Well, I had enough. Just that was it. So I drove the dump truck back to where I was. It's like a mile. Parked it in the middle of the road. Left the keys in it. Went inside. Got my bucket because I put my lunch in there. It's got my keys. Took my keys off, and found another supervisor, and said, "Look, man, can you drive me to my truck? I'm out of here. I've had enough." He drives me out, and I call up the boss. I said, "Look, man, I'm going north. Right, gonna visit my mother." And they didn't hear from me for like 12 weeks. I just took a vacation. Worked for me. I visited my sister, had a lot of fun, ate out, goofed off. I didn't even pack clothes. Right, I dried off. I slept for 2 days. Then I drove north. Didn't even pack. I'll buy clothes when I get there. Saves you a lot of troubles. Working for the man has certain advantages, but you get to a point where it's time to have a life or just do what makes. I don't care about bricks. I never cared about bricks. I don't know the first thing about bricks. My job was to put my foot up people's ass. It worked. I got a Mother's Day card every single year. Everybody signed it. None of them call me. Wonder what's up with that. You work when it's time to work, right? And save your pennies so that when it's time to do what you want to, you can. That's all. That's just Ken's philosophy of life. Well, I don't want to work for the man anymore. Done it. Hey, some jobs I had a lot of fun. I love the job downtown. Tucker, good guy, big fellow. Let me clean this out. Big fellow. Man, don't ever work for a restaurant owner who's skinny. That was a great place. There's this old building downtown. It's all, old bricks, and the place was kind of run down, but the food was good. The booze was always flowing, and the customers tipped well, and they all loved me. Man, I'd go in there, they'd buy me martinis. I'm on duty. I'm waiting their table. Yeah, I'd like a Jack and Coke, and why don't you get yourself a martini? Sure thing. Get a Bombay Sapphire, right? Dry, double, dirty, up, extra olives. Set it on the table. And I'd wander away, take care of another table, come back, talk to the guy, have a martini. No problem. I'd finish off a bottle of gin a night doing this, and they'd tip me and buy the drinks. It was wonderful. That was a lot of fun. Man, we got away with murder over there. But hey, I kept on coming back. That was a lot of fun. That was years ago. Do more of what makes you happy. What are you going to do? Do something that makes you grouchy? I did that for 15 years. Man, screw that. Keep the martini. I'll take the Jack and Coke. Hey, whatever makes you happy. Yeah, so this is what makes me happy. Working that database with Shay and CJ, and I talk to Shay, every couple of days. He would love nothing better than to replace his job with what we're doing. I said, man, you can do it. He makes real good money. He's got the family. He's got the kids, right? Probably a mortgage. I don't know his financial situation, but it's going to take more for him to buy his freedom than it will for me. I bought my freedom. That's what I'm talking about. There's no clock. There's no alarm clock. I don't have to wear a hard hat. I don't have to dress up in a one-piece rubber suit to go inside a sulfuric acid tank and inspect a lining. I don't have to do that. My job was to get these guys to do what they didn't want to do in a place they didn't want to be, and I got them to do it excellent. That's what I did. That's my secret to success. Coins and Jack and Coke. Yeah, I'm 50. Oh, I was talking with my brother. My sister came up last week because she's out and visiting her son. They're along the grandsons, my nephews. They're all nephews. And she came to town for a night, and we all went out to dinner, and we're talking about all this stuff because, you know, I've known her forever. All my life, is, in a matter of fact. She's older than me. And my brother pointed out the fact that I'm not 53. I'm only 52. He's 53. Yeah. So my sister pulls out her phone, and it's got a calculator on there. And she says, see, 2019, you're 52. I said, oh, I should do that more often. Yeah. You're only as old as you think. Look, my family, most of us lived to be in their 90s, honestly. My grandmother died young. She was 82. That was really young for most of these people. Nana was 90. What was she? Dude, she was like 92 at least. Grammy Stanley was 98. Grampy was 99. Nanny she was 98. Grampy was 88. Of course, my old man was 69 or 70 or something. I'll have to do the math. So maybe I've only got 17 years. Nobody knows when the end is coming, but it will come. Would it be nice just to retire early and do your thing? I always said I want to retire when I'm 50. Well, I didn't retire when I was 50. I got fed up and walked off the job when I was 50. Well, the end is the same. I own my time. Well, I don't think I'm old, but my body says the hell I'm not. Well, change your ways, change your pattern. Get out in the country where there's fresh air and sunshine. You can do your thing. Be it plant a garden. Man, I plant a garden, and I knew that in 2-3 months I'm going to be out of town for a month and a half, and all this stuff, the birds are going to eat it. Sure enough, I plant some stuff, and it's ready to pick, and here comes. We're out of town. All the tomatoes I worked in, nothing. My neighbor got all the tomatoes. I said, just help yourself. I'll be gone. Yeah, I come back and plant, cabbages. And they're ready, but I'm in this town. I come back, I plant cauliflower, broccoli. And boy, I just see them start to put these heads up and the phone rings. Yeah, what are you doing? Nothing. Oh, good. We need you. No, you don't. Oh, we really need you. You don't need me. Get yourself a trained monkey. Yep. My father worked till he was, about my age, and he retired. He'd been at a bakery for, 30 years. Union. Got a good pension. He made more on his pension than I made at the time. And he got a raise. They invested it well. Well, I had set him up years ago in an IRA. It was $25 a month. And this is back when I was, trying to find my life and ended up in financial services for a while. And, selling IRAs, $25 a month. Okay. Well, I left the company, so I didn't get any more commission, but he stuck with it, for 20 years, $25 a month, $25 a month. And just what he got from that investment, he bought a place down here in Brooksville. Well, good. So I like to think I helped him out that way. That's kind of nice. But get out of that flush that job when you still have time to enjoy your life. Man, so many people, they work until they're 65. they're used up. They have no body left to use that retirement time. You know, I can still have fun, I swear it. Well, that's Ken's advice for living. I could do a whole motivational channel, but hey, I like to do coins. That's my thing. I'll get these out. We could keep, what's in this? What else is in here? This stuff in here. Not even facing the right direction. What do you got here? 1907 with a die crack. Would you save that? Yeah, I would. All right. There. So I got to do 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 packages. There. I don't have to. I don't have to bust hump for the next few days packing stuff up. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's like $100. That works for me. Come to Guam. You're in Guam? U.S. territory should be good. If there's a funny shipping amount going to Guam, I'll let you know. Yeah, my dad wanted to wait till he was 65 to retire. When 62 rolled around, he never made it. Man, retire when you can. Save your pennies. You know, live a life. Raise your kids. Have a little bit of fun. Gosh, but I hate to see people give that much and never enjoy, you know, the time after work. 3 minutes away from the WITP. WITP. I have no idea what that means, but I hear they get a lot of snakes on Guam. I hear the whole place is nothing but snakes. Wind in the war in the Pacific. That's what it is. Yeah. Yeah, I'm a little slow. Man, I should have retired when I was 20. Would have been so much nicer. Yeah. You make investments and some of them pay off and some of them don't. I've made several investments and, well, maybe they didn't pan out. Like the diner. Well, that wasn't too bad. I lost more money on cars. Really. Yeah, that Jaguar, I lost, I don't know, $2,000 on the Jaguar. I lost less money on the diner. Well, try it. Take a risk every now and then. Sometimes they work out. I know this other guy picked up a restaurant down in, where the hell is it? You know, Libertyville or something. It's no place, but it's the only restaurant in the place. And there's a campground, a retirement community, and nothing for another 50 miles. So his location is fantastic, and they do $30,000 a week of business in that place. It's wonderful. They got some cabins to rent. They got what is it? They got this boat cruise. You just go up and down the river. It's a lot of fun. They got a bar, restaurant, banquet room upstairs. They're making a killing. The business partner down there just left, and he was raping them. He was just cleaning them out. I guess he was charging like $7,500 a month for landscaping. If you'd seen the place, you'd be thinking, how could you possibly be spending How could you be spending $75 a month for landscaping? It's all pine needles. There's no grass even. That was a big mess. Don't ever get a partner if you can help it. And if you do, make sure you can trust the shit out of them. Posted to and from Guam should be the same as Hawaii. That's U.S. territory. It should be right close. Well, look, if it's more than, what do we got here? $4. I'll let you know. We'll just square that up. You know what it costs? That's what it works out to. Yeah. Well, look, guys, it's 5:47 in the morning. I've been going for what? Almost 2 hours. I did what I wanted to do, and we'll do it again. No problem at all. There's enough coins here to keep me busy pretty much indefinitely. I hope. Yeah, but I've got some better things that need to be done at auction. I gotta set up some more of these packages and get ready for the big show. We got that tomorrow. Gosh. And we'll go from there. So I'm going to take off. How about that one? You, that's you, stay groovy. Thanks everybody for coming, and congrats to everybody who bought something. I've got Empyrean Label, D. Reese, Stacking Silver with D, and Coin Captain. I'll need your PayPal email address, and I'll need that information for commerce purposes. You have to be at least 18 years old to make a purchase from me, and we use PayPal as the filter for that. So when I send you an invoice, pay the invoice, please. Can I get my total? You can't keep notes? You had 2 items, $26 and $35. Now I got to do math. I'll give you the total on the invoice. I got to, let's see, 26. It's getting late. And 35. And shipping. 6 and 5 is 11, and 4 is 15. That's 3. That's $65 is what I have for a total right now. Yeah, we'll get together. Let's see. Stacking silver, you had 1 item. It was $20, so your total is $24. And Corn Captain at 24 plus the shipping is 28. There you go. Take notes when you buy stuff. Do you keep a roster of what you bought? Because I do a lot of stuff on eBay, and I buy stuff on at different sites, Facebook, a couple of groups in there. I got to keep a roster of what the heck I bought, because I got to know if it's actually coming in. I get the packages in. Oh, good, that showed up. And here's an item I ordered like 2 weeks ago. Time to find out where that is. Keep notes. They will save you. I've had stuff go, 2-3 weeks, and then I notice, wait a minute, that's not here. Call the guy. It never shipped. All right. Get in touch. Sometimes these things happen. Yeah. Thanks, Cindy. Later, guys. I'm going to go to bed. We'll see you later. Oh, I'm going to press this button here.